At the University of Dayton, you'll find world-class academics, real-world learning experiences, generous financial aid, and a welcoming, vibrant community. Apply today at udayton.edu/apply.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada?
Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/Spotify and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/Spotify.
So you know that if Stalwart are still here, they're likely in closet. That's exactly what's happening. A couple of tags from Uling will confirm, but they will back off thinking that this is going to be, you know, if they were to play this, they're going to re-wrap back, and as Chinese Search and Destroy often leads towards, it's going to be a 3v2. Let's play our numbers together.
Yeah, just play the 3v2 retake. Might be a 2-1 split once they do get the mutual information, but here's the hesitation coming through, at least for IG and FTX. They've just been expecting somebody to egregiously overchow, and they've given up the entirety of the map. They're never going to expect this full flank to come through when it does.
Yeah, they have cleared tires, though, so FTX can try to get back over towards the car. He's going to have an angle, but it's not going to work out. Q9. It's such a good call, and I love the fact that you call it. They're playing just for a retake because they know that Stalwart don't have numbers. Right. They know they have to clear deeper and decide if they want to get a plant. What does that mean? It's going to take time. So they have a free wrap to come around from behind. It's just really good awareness from Q9.
But it's the lack of awareness for the execute for Stalwart. Again, the Suns and the nades, it is a lot of risk because you're not expecting Q9 to have this very similar setup. But here comes back the offense. Now Q9 up on that point.
And Q9 looking to take the smoke play into trailer, and they will isolate. Oh. Well done. Curly now has a post plant set up. The problem is, do they have anyone to clear out this backside barrel? That's going to be a bit of an issue here. Nade, Smoke still alive for Stalwart, who are hanging onto this back corner. The problem is they cannot contest this plant as the nade over the top does not land. So now they're going to have to play retake, and you have to be wary about what's in trailer. Someone needs to hit, and it's going to have to be shot up.
Really?
Yeah.
Z cleanup. 2v4 for the next couple rounds needs to come through. It's FTX against the world. Has a nice little world star and the boxing gloves for the second. There's still time.
Yeah, it's just getting re-wrapped on. Shots from behind, though. Alert him that there is a player behind him, but it's just not going to be found. Q9 take the search 8-6. And I will say, again, Stalwart did what they needed to do to play some good chess against this Q9 team, but the small advantages here and there continue to go to the playbook that Q9 brought to the table.
Q9 remained flawless on Search and Destroy here at Worlds 2024 at DreamHack Atlanta. From a 2-4 half to overtime to winning 8-6. Both overtime rounds came through, and as you said, the 4D chess was just absolutely perfect for Q9. But credit where credit is due. I mean, Stalwart just threw those opening handful of rounds, and then also the return effort once they were losing offensive rounds over and over again were so good. But then Q9, how deep does the bag of tricks truly go? It's as small as just the littlest of alterations over by their B defense that completely kept Stalwart off guard, because why wouldn't you try to go back towards the B push? It's where you found most success on your offensive half.
Yeah.
But when the Suns don't connect over top of the nades and Curly goes unnoticed and it's a free angle for 3, very difficult to combat from when Q9 is playing like this.
I think the other thing, I want to go back and revisit that first overtime round where Stalwart gets the opening nade pick onto trailer. It's a guessing game because Q9 have sometimes had Uling playing at B with a sniper rifle. Sometimes he's had an MG, though.
Correct.
In that round, he's not sniping that back barrel. They think that the sniper is going to rotate to help A, because you have to have somebody watching that corner through barrel, and they say, let's avoid the scope. Let's try to isolate over towards B on the boxes. The stuns don't fully land, though, and wouldn't you know it, Curly's holding an MG over the top of it. There is no sniper rifle that time, and Curly walks away with 3 to give them that advantage.
Slightest alterations, but the one constant is, in fact, Curly. 17 and 11, that's a hell of a lot of engagements through the rounds of Search and Destroy that we saw. 13 and 9 out of Uling. Said to keep a close eye on what that cat is about to do going in towards Search and Destroy, and wouldn't you know it, was pretty darn good about it. The bounce back from the 2 usual suspects from that map number 1 for Q9 now lead them 2-0 over Stalwart. And Stalwart coming into this control, I mean, at least you know that it could be a more favorable game mode for you, but 0-2 back against the wall versus this Chinese team of Q9 that you have yet to beat before.
Yep.
That is a hard mental bounce back.
I will say, though, and again, I think the veto process worked out decently here for Stalwart. Control is the one map that, as I said, kind of in my prediction, I had a 3-1. I had Stalwart winning the Control. They also got Seaside, which they played a lot of at CDSI. Is also their best mode at CDSI. I've only had a chance to play it once so far on the weekend through the Swiss.
Yeah.
But I think that Stalwart will be very happy to have a chance to get themselves to a map 3 on a map that they like in Seaside, with a chance to then go to a Summit hardpoint where they've been great. It's just going to hurt because there were moments there in map 1 that they could have at least kept the map tighter, if not possibly won it. Same situation there for the firing range. So it's the small little gaps here and there that may have Stalwart feeling a little bit more mentally taxed than you'd think.
I definitely agree with that. I think that this could be a very good game mode that you could catch them lacking, as Control historically has never been, I guess, so favorable, but they have been playing it a whole lot longer going into this Worlds comparatively than where the Chinese region were going into last Worlds. But semantics aside, someone needs to consistently step up and slay out. I think that that could honestly be